What's inside a pimple? 7 acne types and effective ways to treat them. Pimples and acne are very sensitive topics for a lot of people. Unfortunately, there are only a few of lucky ones who do not face this important problem. Because this topic is so popular, there are multiple questions surrounding it. For example, what's inside a pimple? Is it advisable to pop it? There's a lot of things you may do wrong without even knowing about it. So, Brightside found the answers to all the questions and presents you. Here's everything you need to know about different kinds of pimples to be able to cure your acne and other problems related to it once and for all. Let's start with figuring out what exactly is inside a pimple and how does it form. Just a little bit of the theory is great to find out exactly what you're dealing with. Don't you agree? So, the first thing you need to know is that there is a teeny tiny sebaceous gland in all of your pores. These glands secrete a special oily matter called sebum. Sebum originally lubricates and waterproofs the skin, but unfortunately, it is also a great energy source for different bacteria. And it's not that big of a deal actually, until your glands start to grow more active and generate way more sebum than they should. As a result, this extra sebum clogs your pores and makes it a wonderful party place for bacteria. As your body indicates this, it dispatches white blood cells to this zone to get rid of all of these bacteria. This battle causes differences on your skin, such as redness, swelling, and finally, a grand appearance of a new pimple on your face or body. What should you do when this happens? First and foremost, do not pop a pimple, ever. Yes, it can be weirdly satisfying to do this, but remember that it is not good for your skin for a variety of reasons. When you pop a pimple, you're tearing your skin and open it for the bacteria on your hands, which can very likely make it even worse. And what's even scarier is that you can leave a scar or get an infection in. Plus, even visually speaking, of course, pimples are not pretty at all. But the big red spot that you get as a result of popping it is way worse. So before doing it, ask yourself a question. Does it worth it? For all the right reasons, the answer is no. Okay, now that we have established that, let's get to the next big question. How to get rid of a pimple without squeezing it out. The main thing that popping does is letting the pus from your pimple out, but it can be done in other ways as well. For example, tea tree oil. It is a very strong antibacterial that easily kills all the bacteria inside a zit. You should be very careful with it though. The best way to use it is to wash your face beforehand. Then, apply a bit of tea tree oil on a Q-tip and gently dab it directly onto a pimple. Then, just leave it overnight. The next morning, your pimple will be way smaller and will start to cure naturally. Onions can also be helpful in this case, as they contain a microbial substance. Just take a thick slice of onion, apply it directly to your zit, and leave it for about 10 minutes. This will make your pimple dry out naturally. Aspirin also works wonders at removing the pimples from your face. Here's what you need to do. Crush 2 to 3 aspirin tablets and mix it with a few drops of water. You will get a nice paste that you should apply directly to your pimple and leave it for about 10 minutes. Aspirin, just like onions, dries zits and also reduces swelling and redness around it. There's a lot more stuff you can try out to cure your pimples, such as compresses and other helpful methods.